Welcome to Logical Guna, another match reaction. You can tell from my voice I'm not so excited after the performance I just witnessed. It was horrible. Just a drab, horrible watch. Where do I start? Where do I begin to talk about this match? We started well in the first few minutes. We were on them like a rash, pressing high, catching them, but something was just missing. I don't know what it is, whether it was misplaced passes here and there. Saka was lively down the right-hand side, cooking Kirkers, but we just didn't take advantage of it. Something was just missing. Maybe we're just a touch too late, a yard too slow, and we failed to capitalize on certain opportunities that half chances maybe that fell our way. And I don't know. I'm just down. I feel so. I feel deflated because for me, this was an opportunity missed. For me, really, if we should have gotten the 3 points any which way, should have found a way to get the 3 points. But yeah, a draw is not a bad result considering Manchester City drew, Aston Villa drew, but it's a tough one to take. I know you can say Arteta spoiled us, but for me, the expectations for this match were much higher than what translated in the match when the ball began. I don't know. I don't know where to start from. But let's take it. It's a match reaction. So let me just let you know what I noticed. First, we were getting on them. We're doing well, pressing high. But I'm gonna call out a few players. First of all, I didn't like Gyökeres's performance in this match. Now, I know for the past few matches we've been complaining about his lack of goal contribution, but we've also praised his other attributes, which is running in behind, making those runs. But he was static today. He was static, mostly static. I know you say he was spinning the defender. Some people may say that, but this match was different. He wasn't. I wouldn't say that's spinning the defenders. I would just say he was static. I expected something to drag Van Dijk out of position, drag Konate out of position, but I didn't see any of that. And that frustrated me. One good ball, only one good ball in the first half where he flicked it in. I think Timber or was it Saka ran through, made a cross, and there was nobody in the box at that point because obviously he had strayed, or rather he had drifted to the right-hand channel. And that's just about Gyökeres. I wouldn't dwell too much in it. The defenders had a solid performance apart from Saliba with a little hairy moment at that point where he gave a little back pass and no communication. Even they were talking to themselves at some point, doing like this, like, you didn't let me know, Raya and Saliba. But we moved. Saka, the only bright spot in that first half, and then we got to the second half. And then you'd expect that coming in, into the second half, you'd expect Arsenal to change their approach, be a bit more direct. And you find Liverpool were having more of the possession. So in the first 60 minutes, we're having 60-40, and then it switches. You find Liverpool evening out in the possession, holding more of the ball, which, yes, Arsenal are good at holding a line, soaking up pressure, but we never turned that pressure into a counter-attacking opportunity. We never won the ball. We looked lethargic in the second half. And usually, for the past two games at least, in the second half we come out a bit more aggressive, with fire in our bellies. And I didn't see that this second half. It was a very drab second half. And I would have expected Gyökeres to stay on and we deliver more crosses into the box and attack the knockdowns. But we were too methodical. I would say that our approach was one of being cautious. We didn't want to lose that game. The players didn't want to lose that game by any means necessary. They did their best, yes, but it wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough. We should have done better than that. We should have, they were there for the taking. We should have been on them in that second half, as we've done in the past two games, and punished them. Instead, they were the ones giving us a bit of trouble. I was on the edge of my seat watching the match on TV, and I was looking at Frimpong having Hincapi on toast. And then when Lewis Kelly came in, it was even worse. It was worse. You couldn't even hold on to him. Kept on getting breaks here, beating him. So, that's it. Odegaard, horrible captain's performance. Even Declan Rice wasn't good today. Wasn't good. If Declan Rice was good enough today, we'd have won certain balls in the midfield. I would just say we were a bit unlucky, because sometimes you win the ball bounces off of one player's knee and shin, another foot here and there, and Liverpool win the ball again. That was just the case of this match. So Liverpool came to stink up the match. In the first half, they parked the bus for me. They weren't interested in attacking, just looking for a break. And fair play to them, because if you open up against Arsenal, we'll punish you. They never open up once. They were defensively solid. So credit to them. Fine. We'll take the point. As long as we didn't lose, we take the point. So far, we haven't lost any game at the Emirates this season. Thank goodness. A clean sheet. Raya and Gabriel, Saliba can hold their heads high up. Odegaard, show of shame. Declan Rice, show of shame. Although I love all of them, yes, but not a good performance from the boys today. But we take it. We could have won it to the end. When Martinelli came on, he then started to give crosses. Now, at that point, Gyökeres is off the pitch. Who's going to score those headers? Certainly not Gabriel Jesus. He had a header, and he gave it straight at the keeper. That was it. In the last minute, we could have nicked it. Gabriel, I wonder. I was just wishing. This was the proverbial 1-0 to the Arsenal, but he just missed the ball, and last kick of the game, final whistle. Arsenal 0, Liverpool 0. We move on to the next match. Portsmouth away at the legendary Fratton Park. It's an old ground, which growing up watching, Premier League from the late 90s to the early 2000s. It's going to be a difficult ground to go. They're not doing so well in the championship, but we should bring out our second 11. Miles Lewis Kelly should get legs in the game, and let's get the win, boys. We're still in four tournaments. Let's do our best to win that match. Second team should get a chance. I want to see Madueke King, which he looked lively. Madueke looked lively when he came on. Eze looked lively, okay. But fair enough, we move on. See you. Peace. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, please. Let us know what you thought of the match. Who was your man of the match? Me? No, man of the match should be Gabriel. So let me know in the comment section who was your man of the match, and see you next time. If you want to see my live match reactions, I want you to take me to 50 subscribers. So when I get to 50 subscribers, I'm going to start doing live watch-alongs where you can see me in my emotional state. You're going to see me in my emotional state when I rant. So now here you have the logical Guna. During the match, I become very emotional because I'm invested watching my team play Arsenal. Plus, we haven't won a league title in 2021, going on 22 years. So, see you then. Take me to 50 subscribers. Like, comment, subscribe, and share.